from the studios of Turnstile Records. Join us for another exciting installment of The Escape Pod. In an infinite universe of mindless podcasting, only one will reign supreme. And then there's this one.
The Escape Pod.
And we're back for Season 2.
Season 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, and that's the last time we're going to say Electric Boogaloo this
Hooray!
season.
I doubt it.
And I only got like $7 from getting $1 every time I say something to Electric Boogaloo.
$7.
Now let's just get this out of the way. How's everyone's levels?
My level's good. I think.
Well, I think it'll pass.
Nothing I can't get in post.
Excellent. And
Okay.
let's just do the traditional sound off. Komitikami.
Mi chiamo Timmy Taco.
Mi chiamo Danoz.
Gamo Jezbot.
Ciao.
Come ti chiami?
Ciao, bellos.
That's the only thing I know in another language.
Yeah.
Everyone seems a bit jittery and
That's all right. We're there. We're getting our drinks sorted and our levels right and our demeanours corrected.
in the right zone. And welcome again to the mascot Frankie and a new addition, little Floyd.
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 A new member of the team. Attacking my smelling...
Your cat on your shoe.
yeah, smelling cat all over my leg.
So it's season 2. We're without Roonie for the next 10 minutes, I would say.
Yeah,
he's going
that's
to
quite
be
possible.
rocking up at
Yes.
some stage, and he will just slot in nicely.
Get it?
Well, that's it's gone that low straight away. Excellent. So, Pfeffernuss, should we just get the Pfeffernuss straight out of the way? Yes? Yes. Tim's saying yes. He's just fixing levels and whatnot. The winner of our competition from last season.
Which competition's that?
The season finale. We wanted to get people to check our Facebook and Twitter accounts.
Correct.
So what do? We
rewarded them with a snow globe.
From your travels to
New York. New York. Unique New York.
Unique New York.
Can you hear that rain? Do you reckon that's coming in?
Yeah, I can hear the rain.
It's absolutely pelting down here in lovely Melbourne town.
Yes, but...
And it hasn't stopped all day.
no, because you've been out in it.
I have been out in it.
Out in the...
Yes, in the elements. A bit worse for wear. Is this
Yeah.
podcast?
I did notice a bit of a golf ball sticking out of your forehead.
What's going on?
Well,
What's going on over there?
I got hit in the head with a piece of metal pole.
A 2x4.
Yeah, metal 2x4, Tim. That's right. It hurt. That's all right. That's all I'll say about that.
Accidental or deliberate?
Well, who knows? He knows. He knows.
Because I blended the
So
two.
the safety salamander failed you this time.
Yes. Well, I thought I was doing the right thing. I had one of those fluoro jackets on, like hardcore fluoro.
So
but
you were
still,
visible.
I was very visible.
I could see how that would make someone want to belt you over the head.
I don't. It's the first time I've worn them. I don't like the fluoros.
Don't like the hard hat, obviously.
Should have had the hard hat.
Listen to that rain.
Wow.
It's very heavy.
That's
It's atmospheric.
Are we safe in here?
I think so.
hope for the best.
Is Roonie going to be okay?
Roonie, doesn't he catch public transport?
Pretty sure.
Great. So he's going to drag it in here. I better get the towels.
Yep. Have you got demisters for your computer screens?
I always bring out the towels when he comes over, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. You need them. So what have we got?
Well, what do we get? You're the main man today because...
Did you award the winner?
Oh, thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? I
No,
didn't
we
think
didn't.
you did.
The winner was Matthew Wheeland.
Well done, Matty Whelan.
He was the only one that hit us up on... I got to sneeze.
Twitter. Was he the only one? So
Excuse me.
let's take it from...
So far,
Yeah.
1 clicks on Twitter.
Yeah. It was a success.
Okay.
And then one click said snow globe, which is what you had to say to win the snow globe. So he did it, and I got one. And I got him a special one.
Mm.
And I hope you're listening, Matt Whelan.
And by
because
special, he means small.
especially small. 21, yes, it is New York, but it is done up in a rainbow effect in support of gay pride.
Yes.
So
That's lovely.
That's for our good friend Matt Whelan. I gave
The reason it's so small is I've got to pay for postage and handling, so I want it to be light.
I was
Send that to
thinking more
London,
that it's-
man.
I got that
Doubles
over
as a butt plug.
safely, but if I went any bigger than that, it definitely would have smashed. Because I bought one for my son Mason,
There he is.
and he went shake, 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 drop, smash,
Shattered.
glitter everywhere, fake snow.
So it's not real.
No, it's not real snow.
that's
Because
something-
they used real snow,
a
but it
gank.
kept melting.
reckon.
Yeah. It's more like plastic desiccated coconut.
Lie globe.
Delicious.
Yes, that's
Crazy town.
How was it?
It was good.
Rats.
Rats the size of possums. Possums the size of squirrels. Squirrels the size of badgers.
And the badgers are just normal.
And there's no badgers. Didn't see any badgers.
No badgers?
No.
What about police badgers?
Badgers
I
might
did
be-
see some badgers. Badgers? We don't need no stinky badgers. I did see badgers.
The popo.
I went to a street market at one point, and I must say, compared to Oakley Market, it's vastly different.
Okay.
Lots of Africana, lots
Okay.
of homestead style bits and pieces, and
But how many albums
doodads.
did you come home with that have
different
beat?
different kind of
or
albums? They're Kamals, and they're what else? What else is it? You got
Boss
your-
Skaggs.
got your Boss
Olivia
Skaggs.
Newton-John.
You got your...
You got your Olivia. Oh, there's dogs there acting a fool to the cat. The cat deserves it, by the sounds of that.
No doubt.
But lots of different stuff. But there was a big box there, and I tried to get you this, and I don't know if you would have liked it or
I don't
not.
know.
But I thought,
I don't like a lot, Tim.
look through it. There was a box of badgers,
Okay.
right?
Okay, back to
Ironically,
the badgers, yes.
because you reminded me. And there was police, there was fire department.
I see.
I was trying to find you a NASA.
Oh,
one.
that would have been way
Thought you
cool.
would've
What are you
looked
talking about?
Yeah, so I asked the guy, and he
love
went, NASA, what were we after? And I went, I don't know, something
Grand-
with NASA written on it. He goes, no. That's for serious collectors. So
So what you've got here is just junk then, is what you're saying.
yeah,
to me.
basically your leftovers. You got
Yeah.
you got your Olivia Newton-John. You've got your yeah.
You've got
but
Highway Patrol. You've got your...
I did find that I didn't buy anything from the thrifty sale.
Okay.
It was all too different, and nothing there that I kind of went, oh yeah, gotta have that. I get that.
Well, you're
Nothing.
also weighing up the fact that you have limited space in your suitcase.
Yeah, but
And-
I've always got space for robots and figurines,
Okay.
always, and
Okay.
records.
Okay. How'd you
Actually,
go on the
I-
figurine front?
Well, I didn't. I bought this. Probably wait till Roonie gets here because he probably want to know. But that's a die-cast Captain Phasma from the Disney Store. Star Wars new edition. If you feel that, it's quite heavy.
Quite.
It's
quite.
got some real weight to it.
So that's a whole other story. But yeah, good times.
Good times.
Good times.
But a lot of walking around, a lot of subwaying.
The longest day that we walked continuously for was 16 hours.
Okay.
And
Did you have a pedometer?
didn't need one. I could just tell. I find out I've got an internal pedometer.
Yes.
I did 63 million steps a day, and I did find
all
out that
uphill.
I did find out that I have an internal weighing machine, which is not only accurate but like spot on accurate.
Right.
Okay.
If there is a better thing than spot on accurate, and I must be that
100%,
surely,
I think.
because we're doing the bags at the end. We got weight. We packed them all, what we thought, and then I did the human hold it up, weigh it out. I went because we had 23 kilos for a bag.
Yep.
We'll add two 23 kilos each, and then hand luggage of unlimited.
Unlimited
But-
hand luggage.
Well,
I
unlimited
always thought it
unlimited
was
weight.
limited to,
Unlimited
like,
weight.
10 kilos.
So
or
you can
something.
have 2 bags, but
Is that because they can't discriminate against fat asses because they're in the States and every
no, because
second
we're on
person?
the B. What's the biggest airplane in the world? The
An
B260
A380.
XXL, A380.
Yep.
We're on that.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So there was
What,
no-
levels, Jerry?
Yeah, we're on the top level.
Really?
It was sick. It's diggity. But I did the old bags.
Yes.
And then went, I think this one's 23. No, I think this is, so I switched stuff around and then did the weight scales again in my head. And then when we checked them in, 3 of the big bags, which were allowed to be 23, were 22.2 each.
Not bad.
Right?
Not bad.
And
Not
then the
bad.
small
It's
one
pretty
that we
close.
had,
It was pretty
small
good.
one that we had was 16 kilos because it was smaller.
Yeah, well, that's not as good.
But it did split open, and when it came down the
Escalator.
their little chute,
Elevator.
their baggage
I
claim,
want to say...
ours was the only bag that was split open. So
Okay.
that was a bit of a shame.
It seems
Nothing
that
fell out.
everyone that I talk to who visits the States comes back with a broken suitcase or a broken lock. Because it
They
seems
do that.
They
They break the lock. I found a little slip. Well and truly, after I unpacked the bags and everything, there's a bit of paper in there that said, "Yeah, this is the."
If you lock it, they'll
not
try
the
to open
IRS,
it.
but what are they? The border control,
Yeah.
Or
whatever.
I want to say...
Yeah.
You could have got that badge.
We've
at the-
been here.
angry
We've been
pricks
here.
at airports.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they sell
We've
that
been in
badge
here.
at the flea market.
I'm sure they
Angry
do.
Pricks thing.
Angry Pricks.
But just on the stepping thing, I've been
It's a
tracking
new
my...
it's a new app, Angry Pricks.
It's great. I've got that game. I've clocked all 3 levels on
It's
it.
just basically throwing dicks at people, these random people. I've been counting my steps. Today I've done 17,000 steps.
And that's just
today.
on a work site.
That's just on the work site today.
So we were covering like.
And how do you measure when you stumble after being hit in the head with a metal bar?
It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11.
stagger, roll, roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn, parry, twist.
So you're probably doing a lot. You're doing a lot. Basically,
Say
if you're walking
I'll meet our
around.
quota. I didn't put any weight on, contrary to popular belief of being in America,
Mm.
and got to step up our game.
What's that for-
in the good
what's
old
that?
Australia?
Yeah,
Because per capita,
yeah,
we're fatterer.
yeah.
Mm,
I hate to say, boys, we are much larger than America.
But you're in New York. You weren't down. You weren't in
I
New
don't know.
Belts.
I reckon any country that serves their Gatorade in a gallon cup. Did you have a gallon cup?
there
of
was
Gatorade?
no. It was. Can I have a small? If you ask for a small, they don't do small. They only do regular jumbo.
Regular
extra
jumbo.
size, XXL or XXXL.
Okay.
But in the times we did get coffees, and which was two.
How
three
was the
times a day.
coffee? I know.
It was excellent.
Oh, good. Yeah, because we always hear this Aussie coffee
They
snobbery
well,
about American
we've
coffee.
got good coffee.
Yeah, but
I can tell you right now, the Aldi
it's not
coffee,
American coffee. It all comes from bloody Colombia or some other.
so it's probably bona fide.
Well,
it's just the way
good
they-
coffee, and they live really close to Colombia.
So it's fresher.
Well, roasted.
But I found that the Aldi's coffee that we put through that machine
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Okay, good.
Really?
That's pretty good.
Good.
So I'd recommend going to Flippity Sticks and
Aldi's.
buying a Flippity Sticks coffee machine today.
For your next international travel,
It
only
was
travel
very
with
good.
them.
It was very good.
Good.
Coffee was good.
Good.
But I went in there and we got a regular coffee, and the regular coffee was easily the size of a medium Coke at McDonald's.
Right.
I was
Okay.
like,
A lot of
I think we'll
coffee.
be getting the small from now on.
Okay.
I
So
ordered
do
the
you
big
have
coffee.
you have
Hello.
your run of the mill? Do you have the cafe scene like Melbourne's got, or is it more like Starbucks on every corner?
A Starbucks on every corner.
Okay.
So Starbucks is to America as McDonald's is to Melbourne.
Yes.
So
or
where we have,
7-Eleven.
like, I saw, honestly, I went to America and I saw 4 McDonald's the entire time.
Okay.
Really?
We went everywhere.
You're in central
But
New York.
I saw Starbucks on every turn.
You got to get that coffee.
Go into little. Let's just go get a Schnapple. Went and got a strawberry and kiwi Schnapple from
yeah.
the fridge.
Sounds delicious.
Starbucks coffee in the fridge. You can get it there as well. Just while you're here, you might as well get a Starbucks.
Well, I didn't want to go that extra 20 metres.
But there was, and I won't bore you too long with the New York stories because there's people out there that have been. And
Well, you
they're
have
just
to
like,
just spend 3 weeks there, you know.
Yeah, true. But Times Square, every road pretty much leads to Times Square, and it's great the first time you go, and then the second time you go, you're like, oh, these it's the people. It's just it's the kind of people that hover around just Times Square.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know
where
what they
that's
call
where
them?
you get.
Fucking tourists, Tim.
Oh yeah, they are. And
And
it was chaotic. So you got your dudes dressed like Elmo and
Star Wars guys.
Star
Well,
Wars
they
guys.
can get fucked too.
But in like in
Here we
horrible
go. They took-
costumes bought from the Disney store,
Okay.
right? And then if you take a photo of Times Square and they're in the shot, they'll come up to you and say, "Give us your camera, yeah, you got to pay us. We're in your shot, we're in your
Okay.
photo."
Okay.
So it's that kind of hustler.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get people like, "Hey man, how you going here? Take this CD." And you're like, "Oh, thanks man. So, we're going to need you to like donate like $20 to the cause. Who do I make it out to?" Or they say that to you. They go, "Oh, what's your name?" Oh, Tim and girlfriend. Here you go. That'll be $50, thanks. And you're like, no, I'll give you 3.
Can I just...
I'll take it.
Did you just go to New York with your girlfriend and not your wife?
That's what it was. It's like two
No,
hat guy and girlfriend. There you go. I
He
signed.
doesn't understand. He's just gone away for the first time in who knows how many years without children. Yeah, she seems like a girlfriend.
Sure, yeah.
So we went to Times Square, right?
Several times.
And several times in the square.
Mm-hmm.
And these
What
people,
time did you go to Times Square?
Various times?
all the times, all the times. And these guys that were harassing us, so that's the kind of vibe there is. Then the next day we're somewhere else. We get near Times Square. It's like sectioned off with police tape and everything.
Murder.
Can't come down this way. Oh, what's going on? Somebody pulled a knife on a tourist in Times Square, and the cops lit him up and shot him
Okay.
dead.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a bit of slang there.
There you go.
Lit it
Lit him
up.
up. Ding.
Okay.
Let that on the street.
The officer lit him up.
And we stayed at Brooklyn, and that
Yeah.
was what it was. And then when we left there, we looked at the news, and a day after we'd moved from Brooklyn, they said a woman found in a park with her throat slashed from ear to ear.
Okay. Awesome.
Parks we were walking through, no doubt. No doubt.
Mm.
I kept saying to Vanessa, "Don't worry, let's just go to the park." And then
Yep.
she proved me wrong.
But you didn't eat a Reuben.
What's a Reuben?
Well, it's the famous New York sandwich
Hot dog.
Ah,
with.
well, we had a New York bagel up in here.
Yeah.
You got your bologna. You got your pastrami. you got your 3 different types of smoked ham.
I'll have it all.
Yeah.
And that gooey, like, runny, pourable cheese.
Now, I know you were a big fan of the 7-Eleven hot dog back in the day where you could
I
just get
was.
your onions and your cheeses out
Yep.
straight up the...
Yep, all the sauces. Yeah, it was
Smash
just
it.
gold. Speaking of exciting developments in food, I was reading today that Melbourne has just opened its first drive-through hot cheese toasty restaurant.
Now,
What is that?
That's...
Drive-through.
Where is it?
I think it might be in, trendy Fitzroy.
Okay,
Where
that's
else?
great.
Where else
I
could
love
something
it.
like
It's a
that?
great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it?
There's a few.
I don't want burgers all the time
Yeah.
with drive-through.
There
Sometimes
was-
I want a toasty sandwich.
There was a lot of burgers over there. Everywhere does a burger, and it's all sugar buns.
Okay.
You
Yeah, I
know,
don't
you know
like-
how our burgers have gone all fancy pantsy over here.
Yeah, and they're
all of a
tiny.
sudden.
They're tiny
Every-
sliders and everything.
Yeah, they got
Yep.
flags in the top of them and fucking.
Yeah, I went
all
out.
that business.
I
They're all
went
like
out
that.
last week for lunch and spent. I think it was like $18 on a soft shell crab burger.
Crab burger.
Yeah.
I like that.
Crab burger.
Tonight, get yourself a crab burger. Why not try a crab burger? Why
They're
not?
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, crab burgers.
It was underwhelming for the.
So, but this.
Well,
Yeah, well.
why not try
It's a crab
a crab burger?
well, I
Krabby
was
Patty.
excited. You look at the menu. Soft shell crab burger.
Oh, that's got me.
I better get me one of those.
Yeah, but
No.
this is it. When did burgers turn into like
Seafood.
gourmet? Remember they were just like at school fetes.
Party.
At the you got your burger stalls.
I
You got
blame
your
the
bloody
fucking hipsters.
yeah.
God,
Then they serve everything in a jar. Well, hipster style places are quite big over there as well.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
lot of
It's
that.
just an excuse to not shave and charge someone 3 times the fucking price for a
That's true.
burger.
And do you know what? Also, when they're setting up their shop, it's an excuse not to buy real seats and tables and shit because you just get like
Let's
milk
use
crates
wooden-
and
wooden crates,
Besser
yeah.
blocks
Cinder
with
blocks.
cinder blocks with a
Yeah, we're cool.
that is true.
sheet metal on top. So no sign of Roonie. Should we do the predictions again that we've done in previous episodes? When will Roonie rock?
When will he rock? We'll give
Well,
you
it's only 4 minutes past the
start time.
the start time, so
That was longer than 4 minutes.
We've only been talking for 4 minutes.
it's 7:04. What time do you say he was going to arrive?
He said around
Oh,
7.
it's 4 minutes
7.
past his arrival date. So I'm going to say 7:30.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Oh, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say all this torrential rain, the bus has gone off the road, and it's a flaming wreck down on the corner of Fenton Gully and Blackburn.
Okay.
Well, my prediction is hopefully
He's not gonna make
he's
it.
not going to be dead. But he might get here at the sale. I'm going to say 17 past.
That's
Okay.
a couple of minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it 6
I like
minutes?
to I like to write it.
Okay.
You know, I
Close
like
to the nail.
Yeah.
And if it's what's that Price is Right? It's
That's
the closest.
right.
It's
Closest.
the closest to the.
Without going over.
No, it's the closest that's under.
Yeah. It's
Okay, Bob.
What do you got? I got 376.
I'll go
Oh.
for door number 23223.
So
Door number.
now, Danoz, tell me you've been chilly. The kids are chilly. You're saying
It is cold out.
because it is winter out.
Yeah. Yep. My central heating's been a bit on the blink, actually. So I thought, well, can't have cold kids.
No, you
I'm
can't.
gonna have to call a plumber. So
Bummer, because it's something you can't do yourself. This one, isn't it? 'Cause
Well,
I know you like your
Is this a
DIY
crawl under
and
the?
your
Is this a
DIY.
crawl space?
No,
dealie?
this is just I just don't know how to get this thing to work.
Okay.
Make it work.
It's gas. You don't want to be messing
Yeah,
with the
you
gas.
don't want to mess with gas. So
True.
I called the guy. I knew I was just gonna get butt reamed because that's just what they
That's
do.
just how it goes.
So I prepared myself.
You're gonna get plumbed.
Fast up.
lubed up. And he came round, and I said, "Oh, it's just round the side." So I went round the side. He goes, "So did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?"
Oh, he gave you the IT crowd fucking deal.
He gave me the IT crowd. So then he turned it off and turned it back on again,
Ah, and they charged you fucking $95.
and it worked.
No.
Oh, you fuck. That sucks.
And they charged me $245.
Oh, jeez.
That's not cool, man.
Did you switch the switch or did he switch the switch?
He switched the
Ah, well,
switch.
there you go.
Did you
Yeah.
do that?
Tools on.
Did you mess with it? Did you try anything? Did you
I
try
tried pressing
anything?
all the buttons, and I went out and I tried kicking it. And I took the.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I took the lid off, and it was like, oh shit. There's lots of like wires and
Things.
So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
So I kicked it.
So I can't.
Kicked it right in the wires.
Well,
and
you know what they say.
kick a heater, get heat for a day. Fix a heater, get heat for a
Yeah.
lifetime.
Well, anyway, the plot thickens because I had my butt reaming visit 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Your
And,
proctology.
it's-
Yep, sorry.
It's not working again.
Oh, well, you got to call him back. He's got to come back.
It's not working again.
Did you
It's not
try
working
turning
again.
it off and on?
You know why?
I tried-
It's on a cycle.
Not just turning it back on, turning it off and turning it back on. I tried turning it off, waiting a bit, turning it back on. I tried turning it quickly off, turning it quickly back on.
Yeah.
Nah. I tried
I know what the problem
turning
is.
it off
So
at the switch, and then going into the control panel and turning it off, and then turning it back on, and then going back outside and turning it
Yeah.
on.
Each combo. Yeah.
I've tried, but when you start looking at combos, it becomes a number to the power of, and it becomes like an exponential exercise in how many variations can I actually.
And then which
try.
one? And then which one kind of worked and half worked, and which one didn't at all?
Nah,
And
there
then-
was
There was a
there's
step that you were.
no move.
There was a step that you were leaving out though.
Yeah, I heard it too.
You weren't kicking it in between each step.
No, well, I was just,
Was that the same one, Tim? Did
No,
you
I
have
was going to
something
say
else?
was
it's on a
subtly-
timer,
I
and you
was
haven't reset
subtly
the clock
doing-
or the timer.
Or he hasn't
Sometimes
paid
if
his
you
gas bill.
Sometimes if you reset the clock,
No.
it
Well,
resets the machine.
I actually had other plumbers that butt reamed me this morning round to give me a. Well, I've got a thing
Give
for
you some
plumbers.
moral support.
I got a thing for plumbers. No, my hot water system blew up with
Water.
gushing explosions just going everywhere. Reminds me of some of those
Was
you
it
know, those
geyser?
internet internet only videos, and well, I reckon they just bodged it to get it over the line. But I now have a brand new expensive 6-star instantaneous system.
Can I say I've done the same thing a couple of months ago? My hot water service blew up too.
Yeah.
And having one of those
Hurts,
instantaneous hot water, Red Eye Infinity, instantaneous hot water. Try it.
Today.
We're not.
That's got to be worth some sponsorship dollars.
I think so.
Yeah.
But there's nothing.
That
There's
wasn't
nothing
even
quite like it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. It's. And I'm not. I'm not.
I'm
I'm
not
not
endorsing it.
taking it.
It's
Not
nothing
endorsing it.
quite like a hot water system. But,
Yeah, it's not exciting, and I don't like
Love
spending
that
the money.
water
But I figured if you're going to replace it, you might as well replace it with something half decent.
That you're never going to have to fix again or
No,
get any maintenance
no.
for.
There's a reason. There's a reason
'Cause
why
it's
these
reliable,
things.
hot.
No, there's a reason why these things have got an 8-year warranty. It's because 8 years and 1 day later,
It blows up.
they're going to.
That's
just
what all that
explode in
wiring.
flames.
That's what all that wiring is, Dan. It's
Yeah.
very technical because it's all set up to blow. Don't cut the red wire.
Well, if you cut the red wire, it resets the clock. You should cut the red wire. That's what
I
they
thought
say.
it was the blue.
Blue? Let's just cut them both simultaneously.
Okay.
On the count of 3. 1, 2.
And then we'll dive into the bath
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and
we
put a. We got some dogs messing with our stuff.
Get out of there, Frankie.
Yeah. So anyway, plumbing. God damn it.
Yep. Well, it's home
Well,
maintenance.
how
You
much
gotta
did
do
the
it.
hot water system cost you? No, not
cost me-
the service. The service.
Oh well, I actually got a pretty good deal. I got it for 1,500
With
or
a rate.
Is that
1,400.
installed?
1,400
Because,
installed.
With the reach around.
So how does turning a switch on and off equal 240?
That's a very good question.
Service call.
Another mystery for another
apprentice.
episode.
Yep.
I would just like to finish that one off. Ding.
Ding. First world problems.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. Now, I've been taking photos. I went and saw our brother. Not our brother, Dan, because we're brothers from another mother. But this brother over here missed out on a gig.
I did miss a
Our
gig.
brother's gig.
Yes, a gig.
And now he's front manning Coxie's Magic Carpet Ride.
Oh yeah.
You know
yeah.
Coxie
That was
from
good.
the
I know Coxie.
He's a drummer.
Spends a lot of time in caravans or something, doesn't he?
Before the caravans, it was tour buses because he was a very well known and well to do drummer.
Okay.
He's still got chops. Let me tell you that
Yeah?
much. He was playing. So one of the guitarists and Coxie have played it on over 30 #1 albums, Australian albums. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What time is it? It is
It is.
7:21. Jeremy, you're over.
I'm over.
And Dan, you said he was dead.
Yeah, I'm
so
still in the running.
I'm the winner. And Oscar Rooney has
Arrived. Let's just have a quick pause on that, Tim.
Oh yeah, we'll let him get set up and get
Yeah, and
comfortable.
we'll let him in. We'll
Let
open
him
the
in.
door for him.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're back in. Oscar Rooney is back in the house. Say hello.
Finally here. Good to be here.
That's good.
I might stay off mic for a bit because I'm demolishing a chicken and chips.
It's good to see you, though. Now, Daniel, you've just grabbed one of my beers, and
Yeah.
it reminded you of something, yeah?
Well, there's been big news in the world of beer over the last couple of weeks. As most of you would be aware, I have close links to the beer world with my brother just becoming like
A master brewer.
the superstar
The master?
of Australian beer. So my brother and brother-in-law, both working for different breweries, were recently in the US at the World Beer Cup, and Keels managed to take out the silver medal. So,
So he failed.
yeah, so he
Didn't quite
came.
get there.
Well, it's
Better luck next
that's,
time.
that's a big accolade. And then last week they had the Australian International Beer Awards, and Keels took out champion large Australian brewery for
Shit.
two gold medals.
What flavors
5
of beer? Do you want to
bronzes.
mention the
Well, what
type of
flavour isn't there that won?
well, not so much.
That's
flavour,
why he-
But, what's his main brew?
He is the head brewer for Stoneham Wood.
Nice.
Most people would know Stoneham Wood. It's a pretty
I've
well-known
got drunk
brand.
on that.
For your next beer, try Stone and Wood.
Yeah, Pacific Ale.
There's stones.
Fresh.
And wood in it.
Zesty.
Woody.
So are they the makers of Pacific Ale as well? Or-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Stone and wood.
that one
Gives you
that
good
won a
wood.
bronze. But champion brewery in the large category.
Well, cheers to
Cheers to Keels.
Cheers,
Big ups,
very
big
good,
ups.
very
Everybody
good.
out there, if you've got a drink, cheers it against the sound device.
Because we're beating the world in beer almost.
Well, I think that you probably discovered the Yanks do beer really well these days. It's no longer
Brooklyn
about
Lager was quite a good beer.
Brooklyn Brewery. It's world famous for its quality drops.
quite good.
What about the size and cost?
Cost was at one stage we were paying $11 American,
Yes.
which roughly works out to be what
$19, yeah, something like that.
for a Scotch, a Jack and Coke.
Okay.
Rough.
You know,
What's
New York bartenders are so much better than anywhere else.
you're paying
Yes,
for
yes,
the experience.
Yeah.
Then you got to pay your tax, and then you got to do your tips over there. But
Large sizes of
that
beer?
was because we were at a special bloody boat restaurant thing.
Was that the
Okay.
gig you did? Did you do a gig?
I did a gig.
You did a
That was-
gig.
That was separate to the.
Who was that for, Tim?
The Beast Mode MC Battle League. And we did a show in Staten Island
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
at
I know well.
at Redman's clothing store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Like
no
a-
clothing store or shoe store. I think it's more. There was more shoes there than clothing.
Okay.
Red Man.
Redman.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
who Red
you
Man
know-
is.
you know-
Oh, I know who Red Man
He
is.
You know,
Sitcom
you
with,
guys know Redman.
Method Man.
Yeah, that's the
That's
guy.
right.
That's the one. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Pretty good,
And that,
pretty
that
good.
was like, so I'd play a little bit, you know, set the mood, and then they'd stop to film the
Battle
the next part. So if there was ever wrestling, that was, you know, how the wrestling has a bit of a story going to it.
Sure, in between, like,
It's
this
exactly
week
like that.
I'm going to take his throat, I'm going to shove it straight.
into his
Yeah.
Okay.
It was exactly like that. So when the cameras were switched on, these dudes were like psychopathic
Okay.
at each other. Yo, well, I'm gonna
So a
kill
nice
you.
family
Very,
environment.
Very, hairy, very, what's a good very, you know, like all that shit. So they were, I'm gonna bust it out right in your face. Whoa, no, he didn't.
back, man,
Yeah, you better hold me back. But then, as soon as the cameras were switched off, they were all like, the mood just
they
like
could turn it
switched.
off.
It was a show. It was absolutely a show, right? So for the cameras, so there was about, I don't know, 150 dudes jammed into this shop, and it was like straight up battles. And then as soon as the cameras were off, everything was back.
So
to
you're
normal.
thinking, oh, whoa, this is
Just like-
full on. Is it
Well,
going to go?
what
Is
the
it going
world-
to go down?
What the world doesn't see is the transition that happens when the cameras are off. So they're people that were Facebooking me from here saying, I can't believe, because I was posting stuff up, I can't believe you're at the Beast Mode league. I follow that league.
Yep.
So there's certain leagues that battle, and then they go to it's like DMCs, but
Really?
for battling.
How were the rhymes, Tim? Would you say?
It was like 100% slang. So you could try and get a vibe, but half of the stuff they were rapping about was stuff that had happened in previous episodes of the battles.
Okay.
So there's all this reference
A lot of
stuff.
context.
So there's one dude there, which I'll show you the photo at some stage, where they've got for this battle league, they've got a wrestling belt, and the champion gets that, and he gets to carry around. He carries around on his shoulder. It's exactly like wrestling.
Right.
And then somebody from a battle league, elsewhere
Yeah.
that was coming to battle for this,
From a different.
went out and bought his own belt, which is like completely against the whole
not
idea
cool.
of the league. So he's just got like this belt on now, like giving himself a target, basically. So there's a lot of raps about that, and you know, it was very interesting.
Is that the
Okay.
fashion going on at there at the moment? The look. The look. Is that the look? The big,
It seems to
big
be
belt,
very.
big
It
belt
seems to
look?
be quite underground. So from what I can tell, and people can correct us on this on escape.
Yeah, hit us up one time,
on the
man.
Twitter. We'll give you a snow globe for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Anyone.
And
Apart from Matt or my
yeah,
mother.
that's right. I've so similar to here, it's underground, right? So
So like you only
when
get
we
150 people to
when we
a
see,
gig.
when we
Or-
buy records over here, they're the chosen ones that have made it. Everybody else
for
is
sure.
complete.
I wouldn't say that
grassroots
hip hop
level.
in the US is underground.
I didn't hear. No, it's not. But this underground level where it's battles, and there's an understanding within the community of who's got one over who. People handing out CDs on the
Who's top
street,
dog?
all that kind of stuff. So it's sort of like
I don't know.
struggling artists,
Yeah.
as opposed
But
like,
they've-
as
but
opposed
they've
to
made
the
it-
people we
they've
see
made
that
a
come out
movie
here and
about
go,
it.
oh, Wu-Tang, because they made it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You've only got one shot.
So there's all these dudes
One
trying to
opportunity.
step over each other to get to that stage. You know what I mean? That's what that whole the battle.
But if you
is
win,
about.
if you get to the top of the league, it doesn't necessarily
I think
equate
it's
to
a
a.
respect.
Yeah.
thing, you know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
can
It's
take
the
your-
same for
Yeah.
DJing. It's the same for all that shit.
You can't
But
pay
I did find
your
out that
taxes with respect,
there was
Tim.
there was one working DJ on all of Staten Island that would
What?
do all the hip hop gigs. I'm sure there's other DJs there.
Yeah,
but-
the monopoly of the whole state.
So, and-
sorry,
and-
borough of Manhattan.
Yeah, and I heard the dude. You know, I could at least accompany him on some gigs. I'll say to say the least. I would do all right.
Well, to say the least, you wouldn't say anything.
No,
at
well,
all.
that's exactly right. But they don't pay DJs over there.
Sorry,
It's
yeah.
for the love thing, for the art, which is what I've spent my entire career trying to get away from.
Yeah,
and,
they sound like
Getting paid.
wankers. Sell out and write a fucking cool house song.
yeah, get
We've-
your record deal.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of there,
Yeah.
for the love of cripes.
Right, you mean get out of the clothes shop that you're performing at tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was very interesting. Yeah, that's my gig experience. Right
And
there.
so the plane ride? Did you watch a
everyone-
movie?
does
What did you
everyone
watch?
plane
Oh, what I
What did
watched?
what did you eat?
What did I?
What did you eat on the plane?
Oh yeah, we'll get to that soon.
What'd you watch first? Jumanji?
Yeah. I'll tell you all about that later. So I watched Zoolander on the Zoolander 2 on the plane and
Any laughs?
turned it off. It was vomitous.
Wow, I heard it had nothing to
Vomitous.
recommend it, but coming from you, that means
Snooze factor 12.
Wait a second. Zoolander 2 movie review. Snooze. Review? Wait a
Snooze
minute.
reviews for Zoolander 2s.
Yeah. No Electric Boogaloos.
No electricity. I had to switch it off. And Vanessa switched it off, and
I switched it off,
You switched it off as well?
only 2 nights ago.
there you
so
go.
there won't be a Zoolander 3, huh?
No, there
I'm
might
pretty
be
sure there
because
probably will be.
yeah, it seems to be the way they operate in Hollywood now.
I think they should just say...
A franchise can
I think
survive
they-
a shit
They should
film.
just say to
Yeah.
us...
7 of them.
You know they're going to make a part 2 to something or other. We'll go, oh, wicked. That should end there. They shouldn't make it. They should just get us all excited
Yeah.
and then don't give it to us. That's
It's much better. Like the Avalanche's new album.
which is actually in production.
Ah,
So I'm
Tim,
I'm-
Tim,
it
should we
turns
just have
out
a bit
that,
of a...
they are going
Try to have a one-on-one conversation about
Yeah.
the new album. Yeah, they haven't seen. They haven't heard.
I heard
it
that
yet.
they are. I heard that they're doing a new album. Did you hear that?
I don't think I heard
Well, I
that.
talk
Dan
softly
doesn't
into
know who
my...
the Avalanches is.
No, I'm
do?
a frontier psychiatry kind of guy.
Nice pull.
Okay,
I like that, Dan.
You did it. You pulled it off. So what about you, Roonie? What's in the old back pocket?
Oh, okay.
You got any back pocketings?
How was your date? Did you go out on the date?
You
Did you
asked-
have a date?
Did
I
you get
didn't even
anywhere near
ask
the
him.
date?
I mentioned to him that I was after a wingman because I had a night out where there's a girl that's shown some interest. And yeah, thanks.
Shout outs
There's-
to
it's
shout
not-
outs to interest
it's not
girl.
what I had in the back pocket of what I wanted to talk about, but yeah, a good night was had, but for the want of a good friend or a wingman, you know.
Okay.
Sometimes you just want a friend to make
Just
to
a
go.
buffer.
Hey, I have one. You know,
Oh yeah,
To
true,
fuck
true.
the frat chick.
True.
no,
Show off that you got so many friends.
jump
that you
on this
had to
grenade
bring-
for me, buddy.
You got so many friends.
Take one
that
for
you
the
had to bring
team.
one.
And but yeah, so basically, where I drink at an RSL is also a place called the Flying Saucer Club.
Okay.
And
Oh, I've heard
actually,
of it.
no, I'm not going to tell this anecdote. It's gonna be far too embarrassing. But yeah, I got tickets for free, and it was a very nice night.
You had a good night.
I got
Yeah.
lucky at the UFO
Nice.
club.
Nice doesn't sound like you got any.
He's a gentleman.
Oh no! It didn't even go. Like I didn't even ask. Yeah,
I didn't even ask for that.
Like, no, I didn't even.
She
when I
didn't come.
Say get to first base.
Should-
I didn't even contemplate asking her out.
Okay.
It was more a case of, you know, you've got free tickets to something. Just play it cool. You don't even know if she's got a fella.
So in the
Oh, there you go.
baseball,
And given, you know, that
I think
she's-
it's perfectly legitimate to say, do you have a fella?
Well, what
And
about
do you want one?
what about the end of the night when you say, "Oh, thanks for a good
Yeah.
night," and yeah, it was really good.
Was there an
Oh,
awkward
yeah,
kiss on the
thanks so
cheek, or
much.
was there a last minute like twist where the lips?
Tim,
met?
you're
Just
trying
like
your
a-
best to make it sound as awkward as
Thanks,
it could
thanks,
have been.
thanks for the night out. By the way, I've got a boyfriend. So
Thanks for the
That's
free
it. That's why
tickets and
that
yeah.
conversation didn't need to be had. Nor
Okay, 'cause
and
you didn't
friends
wanna
said-
find out.
Friends were like, "Nah, mate, go on your own, and at least ask her out." I was like, "Nah." But this is not the story I wanted to talk
Right,
about.
what's your back pocket?
what you got in the old back pockety?
Okay, so you guys know I like Triple R, and
Community radio station in Melbourne. Thank you very much.
there's a show I quite like called Superfluity, and
Yep.
they were having a 250th show celebration.
It's on the Tuesday night, yeah.
Yeah, and I went to the Le Monde
Yeah.
pub, which is across the road from Triple R, and thought, you know, there might be a few people there. Yeah, not too many people, but fucking, I had a great night because I sat with the three of them drinking until 2 a.m.
Oh, really?
And yeah, they.
You're the only one that rocked up.
Well, they had friends rock up later, but they weren't sort of listeners like.
They
I
were just
was,
mates.
and I was just a fan, but I'll say
You were
that-
the fanboy.
yeah.
Excellent.
So, well,
I love it.
So yeah, it was Christos Chalkis, the bloke who wrote the slap, Casey Bonetto, who did Keating the musical,
Yeah.
and Scott, who's 1/3 of Tripod.
Oh,
Oh,
great
right.
company.
And, so yeah, and, yeah. By the end of the night, just was yeah. You need a place to stay, mate. You live in Sandy. Do you want to? You know, and I was like, no. But
I think
yeah,
it's coming on to me.
they
They
no,
invited you on
they-
for the
I
show?
had a wonderful night, and
Please tell me you said the words escape pod.
That
Fuck.
never really came up.
You.
more than a few times.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
I'm in the entertainment
I'll take
game.
it. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, you might know me from such things as Timmy Taco's studio at his house and the other one.
Well, that's good. Do you think?
So,
do,
so it
do
was
you think
kind of
they'll?
good to say. And they were like, "Oh, so you know, is it going all right?" And it was kind of nice to drop how many listens we'd had. And
Yeah.
Sweet.
you know, it's,
Sweet.
We've had more
Throw some
listens
stats.
than you've got people here for your thing.
Yeah, yeah. So look at you go.
Yeah.
Look at you guys.
You
Look
should
at
invite
us.
them on. I've invited Coxie.
And how'd that go down?
Mick reckons that he would be more than happy to come on a podcast once you explain to him what a podcast is.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
But he's
and we'll email him as soon as he works out what an email is.
That's right.
the Luddites.
We could get Coxie in to do a little drum solo
We
on
could.
the top
A
of
vocal drum solo, would you say?
any of us bald? Adam.
I just
On
want
top
to.
of
I
Adam's
just want
head.
the latest review on the latest caravan and camping spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, we could get
Hot
him in
tips.
for that. We don't need him to be on though. Like he's
No,
not
Yeah,
going to
no,
be.
we don't. Yeah, we don't expect you to be on all the time. But
Just a few tips.
I am
a few
going away.
tips.
I just want to know what.
Because
what
it is
RV
winter.
I've
It
got.
is winter, I know.
Yeah. Just want to get away
got
with the
something
kids.
planned. Not really planned.
No, but he had chops. He was very good, and it was quite enjoyable seeing the boys play. Coxie's big
They've got
break.
another one coming up, haven't
It's
they?
coming up. Pre-sale
That's
tickets.
on the.
I volunteered us to
17th.
film it.
I was going to ask you if you wanted to film it.
Yeah, I wanted
So,
to film it. Yeah.
Easy done. There you go, another production. Ignore that because I'm going to delete that later.
We're getting
Yeah,
weird.
there's little echoes from last episode coming through. So
That
you
was
didn't get
strange.
caught in that rain earlier, did you?
I got a cab, but because it was raining,
fancy
it
you.
took a while to get here.
Look at the fancy boy
know.
driving cabs.
I thought the ridicule would be, oh, Mr. Wussy, can't handle a bit of rain. Got a cab.
I actually pictured you walking up the street getting like hammered by the.
Yeah, it was horrid. It was horrid in patches.
I would like to say thank you for spending the extra time and effort and money
it's
to get
worth
here
the money.
Yeah, it's worth
To
every
get
cent.
here.
God damn it.
to talk to nobody.
And yeah, so I was running late, and where the cab dropped me off, right in front of the chicken shop. And I was like, oh, I'm so hungry.
I'm late
Maybe
now.
the boys are hungry too. When I saw those potato cakes,
Oh, you
I
bought the
thought
potato
of you.
cakes over.
Oh, that
Thanks,
was
appreciate
the greasing the
Brian?
wheels.
Yeah, let's
Yes,
grease the
yes.
wheels.
greasy.
Any
Squeaky.
There's a
squeaky
right amount of
wheel,
grease.
Squeaky wheel gets the potato cake.
mate, the important question is, mate, do they have potato cakes in New
Mate,
York
we've got the
City?
best potato cakes in the world. South Melbourne, bloody dim sims over there,
They cost
$1.80, mate.
$27.
Get them in your gob. I swear to God.
Really?
They have Korean potato cakes. And they cost
Just a little side thing. The South Melbourne dim sims. You guys know.
Mhm.
You know
Yep,
this. Are they still sourcing them from South Melbourne? Do you think, or are they just copying them now? Like, do you
No,
think
the
that's
sauce
done?
is from Geelong.
Right.
I think the counterfeit
I'm
South
Counterfeit-
Melbourne dimmy
counterfeit, yeah.
trade would be
Yeah.
way
Because they're
up.
not distributing to all these outer suburb.
They
outlets.
might have a stranglehold on the dim sim.
The homemade,
Can I say-
the homemade shape, the more rounded shape.
So is a dim sim a bastardized version of a
Dum sum.
yeah,
Dim sum.
like a dumpling?
Well,
in a
dim
way?
sum is a Cantonese banquet style,
Delicacy.
where every single plate is called dim sum, and it might be wontons, it might be dumplings, it might be braised chicken feet. But
So
it's
is this
all
like a dim sim is a bastardized dim sum where they just throw it all in and they go, we'll put it
Add
in
a bit of
sort of
carriage.
dumpling
Asses and lips, yeah.
lips and
That's a-
rectums.
I think a dim
And a few
sim.
spices.
I think a dim sim is an Australian
Yeah,
invention.
it is.
Is it
Yeah.
Yeah, invented in Melbourne. It's not even available in Sydney.
really?
Wow.
What? You can't get a dimmy in.
No.
Can't get a
No.
dimmy in
Oh, but
Sydney.
They must have caused so many
can you
drunken
live like
fights
that?
and
How
How
arguments
come you
and-
can't get a dimmy in Sydney?
That would
Yeah.
a crisis for some
Yeah.
people.
Well,
I think we're on the verge of a crisis.
Why don't we start a dim sim shop in Sydney?
Yeah,
Maybe
they
they
do.
boys. There you
What do
go.
they have?
They've got
Scallops? Is that what they call them, potato
dumb
cakes?
Do two businesses, an authentic dumpling store, and have dim sum, and then just have dim sim next to it. Twin
Dim sum,
stores.
Yeah.
dim sum,
Dim sum
sim.
and dim sim.
Sim sum.
And one's
Some
just a
some
fried-
dumb sum.
fried cookie.
Some.
Some
dumb fuck.
some sims.
I didn't quite get the memo. I didn't know what we were doing
Dumber
there, Dan.
Sims.
So just to get it right, what am I putting on the sign over here? Because I'm a little bit confused.
Don't put dumb fuck.
Oh, don't put dumb fuck.
Dim
Sorry?
sim, some
It-
sim.
Some sim.
I
Some
don't know, I
sim.
got
not
nothing.
dim sums.
with cream of some young guy.
I had to go to a Mike Myers
I did.
quote, didn't it?
No, I
Oh,
think
we were speaking about it earlier.
Are we ever getting to see Mike Myers do another character?
a good
I was
film.
thinking it'd be has
A good character?
Also ran.
A good character. He'll probably do Austin Powers again, wouldn't he?
Sorry, what was
Probably.
that? He's going to be a what?
And also ran. So a guy who also ran on the poster. You know what they used to call
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Well,
Okay,
you
yeah,
got,
yeah,
you
that's
got,
right,
you got,
gotcha. Yeah, I was going to say a
So it's
serious
like-
character actor, but yours is more apt.
It's like who's somebody from Audrey Hepburn, and also this guy, and also ran, also ran this dude.
on the podium, Usain Bolt.
And
the
actually,
other-
when I was in New York,
I was going
when I
running.
was in New York, you really must
He
go.
actually did all right. Wasn't he? Sorry.
What happened?
So when I was in New
I was
York,
trying to thought. I was thinking, Mike Myers. Has he done anything good?
You're still on Mike Myers.
yeah, we finished that.
That was ages ago.
When I was in New York, you really must go.
I should.
I was on Broadway. believe
Oh,
it or
were you?
not, and we actually went to a play, a
Mormons?
Broadway play. Yes, we went to Book of Mormon.
Oh,
And
What, you got tickets to the Book of Mormon?
yeah, we went,
Mate.
and yeah, I'm Jesus. It was very good. It was very good.
Apparently it's
worth
the
the hype. Believe the hype.
I laughed so much,
Huh.
right, that Vanessa turned around and actually said to me, "Are you
Caution.
are you right?" Because I was like shuddering with laughter
And couldn't
from
stop.
the fucking second it started right to the end. I turned around at one point. I was going. And I turned around and nobody else was laughing. I'm just going as I turned back. It was hilarious. So you really must go.
I really must. This
Worth
coming to
the
a show.
chuckles.
Yes.
Holy shit, what was the last thing you saw stage-wise, play-wise? Would it be like Les Mis or something? Or like Cats.
Cats and dogs. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was when we were quite young. Mum took us to one or two
Yes,
things,
yes.
trying to make us a little bit.
One of the last things I went to was
Colm
Sound of Music. It was our nephew that was playing. It was a school play, but nevertheless, one of those quizzes came up on Facebook, flippity book, about, test your knowledge on Sound of Music. I went, oh All right, I'll play it. I got 100%.
Did you?
Yes. Yes.
like,
Probably
um,
100.
It's the only thing. It's the only test I've ever got 100%
I
in.
think you would get. I think you get
Put that on
100%
your
on that
resume.
other one. Who's which is shark? Is a cat?
Is a dog? Is a fish?
Is a cat? Is a cow? is a-
Maria. It sounded.
what is it? West Side
West
Story.
Side Story.
Yeah.
So what we'll do now? You do a West Side Story song, and I'll do a Sound of Music one. Damn it! Fuck me.
What
Fuck
is
my
it,
brain.
what
No,
is
let's
it,
not. Let's not do
Joe, a deer, a female deer, and a
that.
rain and a dog.
Maria. No, it's
I feel pretty.
You almost got
Oh,
it.
so pretty.
But it's
the
quite-
hills are alive. Oh, that's it. Enough of that business.
Okay, so
No,
it was
that'll-
quite
that-
good. It's quite good.
Mm.
Vanessa was worried about going to a play because she didn't want to go to something that had the singing and the dancing in it.
Really?
Oh yeah, true.
Not a lover of.
Do you want to go to one of those?
the live
Theatrical.
What is it?
one.
Starlight Express?
That ruined her for musical theatre.
No. I think it's just the
Starlight
extreme
Express was
corniness of
Andrew
Love
Lloyd
the love
Webber.
song.
when you got to believe, when you just got to go. I really
I gotta
really
invest in
got to
this.
suspend my belief right now.
Come on, but those people were trained. Apparently.
It's they're all quite good. I'll give them that much. They're very, very good.
They know what they're doing over
They know
there.
what they're doing up there.
Over there?
Over there. They know what they're doing up
So
over
yeah, the
there.
Book of Mormon. When I saw it was coming to Melbourne, I was pretty keen to see it.
I think you should go.
It's not New York, but
I think you should go.
yeah.
I think
To
whoever
hear
plays
you
it,
couldn't stop laughing.
I don't think anybody else doing it, like if it's done by Australian people, I don't think they could fuck it up.
Real,
Nah,
yeah,
no.
that,
Like,
the
you can't
material's
fuck it
that
up.
good.
Yeah,
That's good to hear.
Well,
they
I
couldn't
mean,
fuck it up.
Yeah.
the Cats has been going for 25 years or something.
And
I'm
it's
sure it's
played
not the
exactly
same
the same.
guys.
No, and I'm not sure if Matt Stone and Trey Parker were in it or they just wrote it.
They wrote
Their
it.
voices were in it.
But I
They wrote it. They'll prob-
conversely, I've heard a lot of people say about certain productions, oh, it was fucking wicked. Yeah, and would you see it if it comes here? Oh, actually, no, I was in New York and it was brought. You know,
I was
you know,
living
on
that
Broadway.
moment.
I would
I was having
dare to
Broadway.
say,
Mm.
if it was not too
But-
expensive, like it was,
Just go for that reason.
I would go to it again.
That's high praise.
It would have to
What's
go
too-
for
what's too
160.
But I'm assuming Vanessa.
X-nay on the
the-
expensive A. Too much.
Well,
more
for-
than a plumber.
Where were you? Were you at the right at the back or were you right at the
We
front?
were fucking 5 rows from the diggity
Okay,
Oh,
so yeah,
yeah.
it was
center
in your face.
front.
Face.
Yeah, it was like yeah,
and your faith, lesbians.
and yeah. There you go. That's all I'll say on that because I don't want to get too theatrical.
So,
over there.
I thought, just as you asked that question, my train of thought was echoing yours of when was the last good Mike Myers film that was sort of his vehicle? Or what was the first shit one? I'm thinking Guru? Was that his first?
Yeah, well,
It
Or
was a
was
shit one, but
or
he
did-
was.
If you actually,
Or did that
it's-
just seal his fate?
He got a bit of acclaim for Shrek, I reckon. That's
Really?
a pretty good movie.
Yeah, no, I mean...
yeah, but that's just because he wasn't actually in it. He was just in it. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't. It wasn't him
Wasn't his
dressed up.
It wasn't his movie.
But what was his last good film? Because I haven't minded some of the sequels of Shrek. Don't kick me.
I don't think
So I
I've seen
married
the
an
sequel of
ex-murderer.
Shrek.
And it sort of ends there.
Yeah.
Really, for you? That's pretty early.
Nah, Wayne's,
watched-
I don't
Wayne's
think
World.
he's hit those heights again of Axe Murderer and Wayne's World 1 and 2. I thought both of them were very strong.
Yeah, if you just do yourself a little
Well,
bit of favour and
I just want to know. I just want to
revisit
know.
those movies.
I just want to know.
when
I
you
just
get a
want to know.
chance.
Is it the fate of any of those type of character actors? Like, is Will Ferrell going to face the same doom? He does one bad movie and then people just go, nah, it's
Will
not
Ferrell?
funny anymore.
He'd have to do
He
some.
Because he could
shit.
quite
So
easily
it's-
do a bad movie.
I keep finding films on SBS that I don't know exist that he's in, and like one was a serious one where he was an alcoholic called Everything Must Go, loses his job, comes home, his wife's left him, and everything he owns is out in the lawn. So he just
yeah,
has
I've seen
a
that
Oh,
yard.
one.
that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
movie.
yeah. It's quite good.
I dug it, and but I'd never heard of it. And then, do you guys? I haven't seen this. The Spanish film that he's done.
Yeah, it's all in. It's all in
Ah,
Spanish.
It's
Dolce
comedy,
Casa, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
haven't
want to
seen
see
that one.
that.
yeah.
but I
have
didn't.
seen
I didn't watch it because I didn't want to read the subtitles.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's definitely going to send you to sleep.
Really? So
Yeah.
Into the night.
you're pretty much against foreign cinema.
No, nothing like that. I just couldn't be fucked.
No.
So you never
nothing
know
like
what
that, nothing
Jabba the
like
Hutt
that.
actually said.
No,
You don't read the
I
subtitles.
bothered to read those subtitles because
That's a foreign film, isn't it?
And if you
They're
download
aliens.
if you download a version of that on the internet, I watched it via my sources, let's just say, and it had no subtitles in it. So did George Lucas release a version without subtitles, and then they put the subtitles in when it's the
No, they're not
Which film
hard
you talking?
coded, so
I
that you
thought they
can
were
pick
hard
it
coded.
in any language.
Yeah, I thought they had to be. Yeah.
So they were that yellow font, and I've seen versions without it in
So
there
wait-
at all.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and I've had to download the
Unless, sorry, I'm pretty behind on.
subtitle file to get it.
I'm behind on technology. Is there a chance Blu-ray might have a feature?
Blu-ray has multiple
Remove all
features.
captions. Or
Mm.
but no, surely not. You couldn't, like you say, it's
Yeah, no,
coded.
if you've got it off the interweb, odds are that it's come out of Russia, and if they want subtitles, they want their subtitles in Russian. So you
So
need
you
to
get
have
a version that
blank
hasn't
starter,
been blanked. Yeah, I bet you that's
and
what it
then
is.
you drop in whatever language you want.
So it's the in-between copy that no one's supposed to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. It would have to.
Okay.
be.
Okay, problem solved. Mystery solved. Thank
Tick
you,
that
Danoz.
box.
Yeah,
Now
thank
back
you,
on
Danoz.
the last episode, we just spring break, Timmy.
Spring
We're
break.
playing
yeah.
we're playing Deadpool, the Deadpool.
Okay.
which is
who's next?
So it's not the character, the Marvel character, Deadpool. It's the Clint Eastwood movie, The Deadpool,
Oh, sorry. Right.
Yeah.
and it's a movie about people taking bets on who's going to die next, who's
in the
celebrity.
fame arena.
And I kind of have a theory that that's what's happening with all these, all of our heroes.
Okay.
So any
So
thoughts?
who's next? That's the question. Who's next? Is it?
I haven't really thought about it. What are your thoughts?
Wow.
I said Stevie Wonder and Madonna.
Oh, shut up. Madonna is what I thought.
Madonna. Yeah. So that's 2 for Madonna.
That would be one hell of a year.
That would be one hell of a party.
No.
Yeah.
The three.
Oh yeah.
No, I seriously envisage Madonna still wearing spandex at like 85.
I envision
I hope
God, I hope
Madonna
so. Or is
bending
she-
over on
or is she
stage
already
and dust
85?
and bats coming out.
She's older than that.
Now let's just consider.
What's your prediction there?
Well, I guess I'm on that gravy train, that Madonna gravy train, but I would like to
That's it.
throw into the mix, let's just say, your famous person.
Your friend of
My
mine.
brain.
Yeah, come on.
Don't
David.
bet him. Don't bet.
Nah.
George Benson.
Nah,
Eminem.
Eminem. Nah.
Nah.
Okay, well, that's my
No,
choice.
he'll have a nutritionist and a exercise
Yep.
dude and
Yep.
somebody looking after his kids for him.
What about
I think.
Daryl Summers?
Oh no, I think he's in a completely different sphere that but Bowie and Prince can't really hope to achieve. He's in a different orbit.
So that's it. That's it for predictions, is it? No more.
I
doubt.
don't want to contemplate that. Like,
I don't want to contemplate.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what quote from Solomon Childs
Yeah.
while over there was, yo, Relic, every time I wake up in the morning, go to the mirror, when I look at myself and I say, this is some bullshit. Right?
Okay.
was
And,
It's a good start to the day.
No, it was like when we first got there, we heard that. It was like, what's wrong with the guy? He says,
What's up,
what is-
Sol?
What is the bullshit? Is the bullshit you?
Don't you
get
sometimes
lower?
look in the mirror and feel that?
No, by the
As
end
you're
of the
feeling
trip,
yourself?
by the end of the trip, we were saying this is some bullshit.
Oh, gotcha,
We got it. We got it.
Oh, and
We were like, what time is it? It's showtime. Which is dudes dancing on the train, and then they dance for about a second, and then come around and say, "So pay me
Oh no.
$1. There's your dollar." So yeah.
Forcefully.
So it would happen, and right, we'd heard everybody shouting out that chant before they breakdance. What time is it? Showtime! And it was like, oh, this is great. And the last time we were on the train, somebody shouted it out, and everybody on the train went, "Ugh." I was like, yeah, this is some bullshit up in here, relic.
It's just too much. There's too many people.
Yeah, it's just like certain times of the night. You don't want to be busked too. You don't want to be busked.
How many dollar bills you're handing out?
You gotta make it rain.
Really?
You gotta make it rain.
You got to grease those wheels.
You gotta grease the wheels. The city works on 1s and 2s.
Ah.
Mostly number 2s. Yes, you get a citation for number 1s.
So just on the number 2s, I know we talked about the rubbish.
It's
things.
exactly what you said.
It's bags.
It was
rubbish.
exactly what you said.
Bags everywhere.
Bags. So they
Are they on strike? No, it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Even in the thick of the city, there'd be like a pyramid of black plastic bags with all sorts of like rat rubbish.
And it's moving, isn't it?
It is.
It's like a rat
Like
pyramid.
easily to a shop, 40, 50 bags.
Wow.
Now we're talking
Wow.
like
It's like,
seafood,
holy shit.
seafood scraps. Was
What
there
is that?
was there meat?
General odor of New York.
Deep fried.
Adjustable.
Okay.
Adjustable.
Variable.
Variable,
It
but
smells
adjustable.
smells like Bosnia.
What's that chili?
No,
what's that
nothing.
chili pickle? Enchiladas?
Yep.
Is that enchiladas? Or what is it?
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos. Thank
Jalapenos.
you. Jalapenos.
Wow. So
As they call it in Santiago.
It's definitely spicy in one particular direction.
It
Say
is a sweet Latin sounds. It's sweet. It's hot. It's caliente.
you sure you weren't just in the Latino quarter?
Could have been. I think everywhere is.
Yeah.
I think everywhere is. Multicultural and whatnot, but lots of rubbish.
Many redheads. Being a ginger. Were they looking at you? Is more the
I
question.
did see one or two, but
Were
not
they
as many.
look? Were they looking?
And that
at
was
you?
Richie Cunningham and
We got the nod. I got the nod.
You got the nod.
The redheads do to each other.
Do they?
Yep. Yep.
Secret handshake.
Yep.
You're not supposed to talk about it, Tim.
Don't talk
It's
about
between us.
Don't talk about
Don't tell them. Don't tell them about it.
the ginge.
My dog's Ginger. He's sitting in my lap right now.
It is a ginger dog.
so man of two dogs now.
Mm.
Yes.
And this one's
Man
a,
of two dogs.
this one's a
says.
boy, so I was almost certain he'd be called Nicole or Carolyn.
So to lighten up the mood, I'm going to
Can't let that Frankie go, yeah.
Yeah.
to lighten up the mood. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give some gifts.
I didn't realise it was down.
It's pretty down.
It is pretty down.
I got
Let's
well,
pump
I
it up a
found
bit,
a Lego
please.
store
Yeah.
in. Like, see this.
We can hear it.
You can hear it.
We can hear it.
Okay, is this mic on? Is it? We on? Lego store, and I didn't have your email address.
You didn't have my size. I like all.
No,
all
what's
sizes
your
of
email
Lego.
address?
He doesn't have an email.
My name.
Your
don't
name plus a dot plus a com plus a hotmail.
Yeah.
And
No,
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 no.
not a Hotmail. It's
I didn't know it, so I got your
Oh,
VIP
they-
membership
oh
to the Lego
shit,
store.
yeah.
As ask. There's that. But that's not a Lego job. They ask you that. Can I have your zip code, please, sir? And you're like,
Thank you very
31
much, Tim.
3149.
You're short a couple of numbers.
Yeah.
Sir.
421. Oh, you're from Illinois. Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Wrigley Fields. So, I also got you this. Have you ever seen that particular color of Lego before? Chrome.
Chrome. Yeah.
Was you going to say
Oh,
no?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
surprised.
Jesus
You
Christ.
couldn't even gasp.
Let's-
I don't own any, but I know it exists.
No, you
So
own
you
it.
asked, had I seen it?
You
now
had
I-
seen
now I
it,
own
but
it.
do you own it?
No.
Now, can we
That is some
awesome.
Now you
serious
do.
bling.
visual
That's some bling.
picture?
Would you now? Can I ask you a quick question? Would you have preferred silver to
Or gold. I prefer silver because I do have the gold in a figure.
Yes.
Similar thing, you know, the key ring
That's not
that Shane
desirable.
bought me from New York.
No
Not
shit.
New York. He bought it from England. Sorry.
Okay, that would have tripped me
Someone
out. hard.
paint a word picture right now about what you just handed over.
I handed
God's
handed
sakes.
Rooney a key ring.
Thank you. What's on it?
And how many?
Oh,
How many
piss of Lego.
stubs
What
is it?
colour is it?
Chrome.
Thank
It's a
you.
brick. And Jeremy.
Thanks.
Sorry, Jeremy. How many? Do you remember your favourite
Yes, I do.
standard piece? And how,
That's
how
that's an 8er.
there's eight little
It's 8 of
stubs
them, not
in
6.
that brick.
Not
Sixer.
6.
We would have called it a sixer
Oh,
back in the day. though.
yes, it's 8.
And
And here's my favourite
I also
piece.
got Roonie some collector cards.
You really didn't have
From-
to get me anything after the VIP
Hey,
card.
Dan,
Shut
Thank
up.
you so
Danoz,
much.
we've been sitting here for
I was
a
waiting
good
for Roonie
half
to
an
get
hour.
here.
Yeah.
We've got your
Talk amongst yourselves.
nothing.
Keep
Got
giving me the
nothing.
shit.
you got your collector cards. You got your scratchable double dragon card.
Oh,
So you scratch off a little point. It's like a what would you call it? Like a
A
lottery
scratchy game.
lottery scratchy
oh, it's a
ticket.
scratchy. It's a scratchy.
And then you
Gambling
scratch
for
off the hits.
kids. Normalizing.
There's that one. I got your take that over there. Yeah, that's good. That's good radio right there.
she's just about to get your Lego piece.
She's got it. She's got it. You got your unsigned but
Lando Calrissian.
Calrissian. And
card.
It's actually a sticker.
It's a sticker card.
Lando Calrissian sticker from the Return of the Jedi series
It's
collector
a genuine
cards.
1982.
Oh,
issue.
Billy D.
And
Williams.
her clitorian. What you said last time?
I think
No,
he
this
said-
is
yeah.
this is Ray Parker Jr., the early
That's Ray
Masters
Parker
of
Jr..
Fun collection.
Yeah, that's exactly why I
Different
got
card sets.
it. Oh, that's right.
It's a-
And also a rub-off game original. I think
Now,
it's the
rub-off
aliens.
games have been done in the privacy of your own home, Tim.
That's right. It's a Pac-Man rub-off game.
But
I
then
do
you are
remember.
lottery
I do
card.
remember that card from the Pac-Man series of cards when I was a kid.
I remember
Okay.
this. I remember this.
Pac-Man collector cards, and it's got the map on it, and you scratch off the little scratchies to do the
To
map.
reveal the dots
got
and
the
get the
scores.
cherries.
It's got the
Or
scores
the
on back.
ghosts.
But I gave 2 to Audrey. She tried to scratch one off, and I don't think they scratch off.
Oh, they're just photos of it.
I think they're so
Printed
old.
on a card.
They're so old that they don't scratch anymore.
Contains mercury.
Fucking awesome.
So don't.
Now,
That is a trip
And
down
keep
memory
away
lane.
from heat.
Jeremy's going to get some gifts later. But Danoz,
Really?
you can
Okay.
have these two
special.
original and yet desirable collector's cards of the Garbage Pail Kids. We have character B Sting and Kerosene Kerry.
Wow. Thanks.
Just what I always wanted.
I've always
They
wanted
might have accidentally
Garbage
been
Pail
put into the
Kids.
bag.
Well, that's
Um,
awesome.
Great. And so that whenever you pick up your keys, you can say, remember that trip that Tim and Ness went on to New York? I got your key ring. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
I love
great.
New York key
Yep.
ring.
Look, it's even got apples on it.
Right.
You can have the Lego bag from that.
That's what he wants. He wants the Lego.
And I've
bag.
got an idea for this, Oscar, for a another collectible. I want you to do a piece on the side of this.
Yeah, word. New York
train
carriage.
carriage.
Love to.
Yeah, it'd be great.
That's
So
good.
there you go.
That's
There's
very
your
generous.
Posters? I'll
There's a
start
gift for us. You'll get some.
Very
gifts later.
generous of you, Tim.
I
got
would have thought
nothing.
you would have already made out like a bandit. When did you get back?
Well, this is the first I've seen.
I've been very busy with a new dog.
Of course, and so
I'm smashing the head.
The only time we
I
get
know
to
this
catch up
gets
is at a
recorded,
podcast.
and I know other people listen to it. But
Do they?
you getting Jeremy some gifts. The other brothers, I'm thinking, not so much.
I think
Everyone
I've got
gets
Did
some-
you even tell them you were going to New York?
They knew. Yeah.
Everyone gets.
Just- Sorry, do you?
They only actually get something if they
Listen.
Coming
To
to the
acknowledge
podcast.
it. Acknowledge it via Twitter.
They actually, they have to say what the gift they want out of the pile
Yeah,
I've
that's
got
right.
on Twitter by going
To a
Say,
Pods.
tweet us keyring.
Do you have any?
At Escape
Escape
Pods.
podders.
Do you have many siblings, Danoz?
Yeah. They're
So-
coming out of the woodwork.
So yeah, is it? Do you have decisions like on holiday? Do I get a gift for one, or all, or none?
I'm married. I never buy gifts. That's what wives do.
Oh,
Cool.
that's so
Cool.
exciting.
No, hey, if you can,
Isn't that what ball and chains do? That's just I thought I'd correct you.
if
there.
you can outsource that one to your other half,
Yeah.
I'd say do it.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not into gifts, but I really enjoy getting them.
Yeah, that said, I do appreciate the gift you gave me.
Yeah.
gift of
And
life.
reach arounds.
Yeah. I told you not to say that. I told you not to call me from the office. Yeah, well, look, we're probably
I think we're
probably
getting
theft.
to that.
We're probably theft the nuss.
Well,
let's
good to have you back in the country, Tim. We
It
did
is
miss
good.
you.
Let's just
back.
do a
I
whip
wanna-
around. Anything coming up that is there anything coming up, Tim? No. Runes, you got nothing in the pub? No, he's not got nothing. And Danoz looking good. He's got nothing either. So,
Our smelly mate, Chris Wilson's down in Oakley.
we should go and see.
Yeah, we should.
We should go and
We
see
should.
little
Yeah.
Chris Wilson.
Yeah, he's a bit
What
on
is
the
this?
nose last time we saw him, but he can definitely blow a harp.
Okay.
Yeah.
The smell of
He's a bit on the nose, but he
He's
can
a
definitely blow
Yeah.
a harp.
Maybe he was on stage under those
The smell
lights.
made you blue.
Yeah,
He was a bit woofy.
yeah, he was a bit woofy.
I'm not saying anything bad against my hero, my harmonica hero.
It was
Chris
just the
Wilson.
odour of a performer.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Under the lights. You'd know that smell, wouldn't you, Tim, after being at so many live performances under lights?
Yeah, I
sweating it up?
appreciate that you point that out. That
I'm not
I have
saying
a
you stink.
BO problem that
I'm saying
I do.
fellow performers, you've worked
Wanna
with people
address it.
from all around the world. Who stinks the most? New Zealanders?
okay. I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't
Aussie
touch.
hip-hop
Don't
artists.
touch
No,
that.
don't touch
with
that.
it. Don't touch it. Don't
Aussie
go
hip hop
there.
artists smell the worst. You
Oh,
know
all right,
who
then
are.
a more easier question. Who have you spent the most time smelling?
Oh, yeah, okay,
That's
okay,
right,
yeah,
you've got
alright,
that.
workshop
Well, in
that.
your studio, I mean, it
Everybody.
does get pretty rank up in here. I came up in here on a New Year's Eve party, and all the Aussie hip hoppers had gravitated towards the microphones like dog on a bone, and
Throw the mic outside when you want him to leave.
And everybody's doing. They were doing a cipher, a rap cipher in the studio. We were recording it, and Jeremy bust in and grabbed the mic and proceeded to sing, "My balls, the sweat drips from my balls."
sweaty balls,
Sweaty balls,
sweat balls, sweat balls.
And Jeremy and I were the only ones that laughed, but it was absolutely fucking hysterical. It was
And then
very
I
funny.
dropped the mic.
Yeah. I might have that on recording, actually.
Oh, good. Put it in
Nice
the best
work.
of Jezbot After Dark. I've got
uh,
a few.
Cheers, but after that.
Rather
Oh my
than
God.
if we don't have a commercial break for next or this episode, can we play that?
Yeah,
If
maybe
you
we
find
can.
that, if
I'll
you
try and
find that,
find it.
yeah, Jesus
Musical
Christ. I'd like to
interlude.
hear that. Actually, you might have some stuff up there. You can.
I might have some
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
up there.
yeah,
Who
yeah,
knows?
yeah.
All right. Well, let's call
Let's
it
wrap
off.
it up.
Let's
Hey.
call it off.
Great to be here.
It's good to be back, boys. I like it.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks. Great to be back.
What are you called?
I'm called Danoz.
What's your name?
My name is Jezbot.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the Roonie.
I'm Timmy Taco.
Go
Peace.
fuck yourselves.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Who are you? One pod left. And the three of us.
The escape pod. The escape pod.
What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape puzzles, it's really nice.
Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should look out.